change, quick change. I know that the sufferer is my colleague and wonderful youth representative Amne, but it's my pleasure just to supersede her with brother Kanti Jinna. He is from Hindu Council of Australia and a long time campaigner of all good values which you can think in mind for a society. Mr. Kanti Jinna.
Auntie Ruth, the ambassador for Jordan, my sister, whose name Muhammad forgets, so how can I remember?
I didn't forget it, I was giving you a chance.
And the High Commissioner for Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, if the world were in the hands of such women, what a wonderful world it would be.
One sentence you won the game.
Assalamu alaikum. When I was a child in Fiji, I used to walk 3 miles a day. I was much fitter then. From Samabula to Suba. And there was an old man whose shop and his transport business came between Samabula and Suba, where I used to go to school. His name was Mr. Sahu Khan. And he used to wear his old traditional Islamic costume. I don't know if Dean remembers his grandfather or Hussein remembers or ever having seen his great-great-grandfather. But I had the good fortune of learning what Islam meant as a child. And I tell you what, it reminds me very much when I later on became a librarian, that Mullah Nasruddin, whom we often talk about in Persian literature, when we talk about the Rubaiyat of Umar Khayyam, when we have the readings of Khalil Gibran, then we know the passion of the religion, then we know the name of what Islam really means. Because I think these people have portrayed it so beautifully, so magnificently, that we sometimes don't realize what it's all about. Ladies and gentlemen, at about midnight last night, when Muhammad and Diana were corresponding as to what they're going to do in today's program, I believe that was at 1 this morning, I too had nightmares because I didn't know what I would say, because the topic is interfaith harmony. And really speaking, how could I even start to define what interfaith harmony means? Then I thought that we can only explain these things when we put it in the context of our own life and our own personal histories. Because everyone in this room has got an interfaith harmony and an experience. And then the next question was, where are we? Well, let me tell you what I had an experience about. And this is a Kora Kagas. My experience was this. 62 years ago, when I was 14 years old, and I had been going at that time to 10 years in a Catholic school, St. Columbus, I went to my father one day. People don't talk to their fathers in those days. They shook in their boots. Well, I didn't have any boots because I did not have any shoes. But I did go to my father, and I said to my father, I want to become a Catholic. And my father said to me, what's a Catholic? I'm telling you honestly, I wish I had the wisdom of my father. I have got a university education, but I don't think I have ever inherited my father's intelligence. I wish I had. But I can tell you, he asked me, what is a Catholic? And I said to him, I go to school. I've been to St. Columbus, now I'm at Morris Brothers High School. I'm in Form 4. And every day I go with my friends, I go into the chapel, I pray. And then I sometimes go to the Sacred Heart Cathedral, and I go to the cathedral and I pray with my friends who are all Catholics. And my father said to me, but how much do you know about our religion? I said, well, I pray with you too in the mornings. And whenever we have our religious meetings, we pray too, together with Mum and you, and all our brothers and sisters do that. Then his question was, it makes me emotional. So, why do you want to change? I said, well, I like going to church. I like doing this because it's a non-congregational faith. And he says, well, but how much do you know about our religion? I said, well, not much. And how much do you know about the Catholic religion? I said, well, not much either, but I do go to the church. He said, well, look, son, I'm a Hindu, but I don't know about you. I tell you what, you are better educated than I am. You're going to high school. I've only had about 3 or 4 years of schooling in India. He was born in India. And he says, you grow up, you go and read both. All the books about Christianity, all the books about Hinduism. And when you can make a decision that one faith is better than the other one, I have no objections whatsoever as to what you want to be. And that was 76 years ago, 62 years ago. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm still trying to find out the difference between one faith and the other. Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadante. Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadante. It means there is only one truth. But wise men and wise people see it in different ways. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a fantastic topic on which we've all met today. But if we all walk the talk, then the world will be a much better one. Thank you very much indeed.
I knew that he will come and he'll win everyone. I think one of the reasons why I took the liberty of superseding was again coming back to, and this is not related with any religion, certainly this is humanity, that being elder, and I have no regret now to say that you are 62 plus 14, although I was hesitant before, that it looked good that if I supersede and just invite him before Amna comes here. Amna is in his